Spirit has shown me some more stuff. And I'm just sharing as I study and research, being guided by the Holy Spirit. So please take it to Jesus always in prayer. Okay, I'm going to be reading from Revelation 13. The dragon stood on the shore of the sea, and I saw a beast coming out of the sea. It had 10 horns and 7 heads, with 10 crowns on its horns, and on each head a blasphemous name. The beast I saw resembled a leopard, but had feet like those of a bear, and a mouth like that of a lion. The dragon gave the beast his power and his throne and great authority. One of the heads of the beast seemed to have a fatal wound, but the fatal wound had been healed. The whole world was filled with wonder and followed the beast. Do you hear that? It says, the whole world was filled with wonder and followed the beast. People worshiped the dragon because he had given authority to the beast. And they also worshiped the beast and asked, "Who is like the beast? Who can wage war against it?" The beast was given a mouth to utter proud words and blasphemies and to exercise its authority for 42 months. It opened its mouth to blaspheme God and to slander his name and his dwelling place and those who live in heaven. It was given power to wage war against God's holy people and to conquer them. And it was given authority over every tribe, people, language, and nation. All inhabitants of earth will worship the beast, all whose names have not been written in the Lamb's book of life. The Lamb who was slain from the creation of the world. Whoever has ears, let them hear. If anyone is to go into captivity they will go. If anyone is to be killed with the sword they will be killed. This calls for patient endurance and faithfulness on the part of God's people. Okay, the beast out of the earth. Then I saw a second beast coming out of the earth. It had 2 horns like a lamb. Look at Moses. But it spoke like a dragon. It exercised all the authority of the first beast. I'm pausing right there. Who was the first creature cursed above all beasts? The serpent, right? It exercised all the authority of the first beast on its behalf and made the earth and its inhabitants worship the first beast whose fatal wound had been healed. And it performed great signs, even causing fire to come down from heaven to the earth in full view of the people. Because of the signs, it was given power to perform on behalf of the first beast. It deceived the inhabitants of the earth. Because it was given power to perform on behalf of the first beast. The first beast was the serpent in the garden, the enemy who deceived Eve. How did the serpent deceive Eve? Because the serpent gave a command, knowing that Eve would fall short of that command. It ordered them to set up an image in honor of the beast who was wounded by the sword and yet lived. Okay, I'm jumping to Numbers 21 again. Okay, the Lord said, throw it on the ground. Moses threw it on the ground, his staff, and it became a snake. It became the cursed beast, and he ran from it. Then the Lord said to him, reach out your hand and take it by the tail. So Moses reached out and took hold of the snake, and it turned back into a staff in his hand. This, said the Lord, is so that they may believe that the Lord, the God of their fathers, the God of Abraham, the God of Isaac, and the God of Jacob, has appeared to you. Then the Lord said, put your hand inside your cloak. So Moses put his hand into his cloak, and when he took it out, the skin was leprous. It had become as white as snow. And I just wanted to share this because I thought it was interesting. This Lord said for Moses to put his hand inside his cloak, and I immediately thought of this. All connected, right? Okay, so in that chapter with Moses and the staff and the serpent, when you click on the serpent or the snake, it gives these definitions in Bible Strong's Concordance. Serpent, snake, serpent, image of the serpent. So image of the deceiver in the garden. When you click on the other connected Strong's numbers, it takes you to here. A dragon, a great serpent, a name for Satan, the enemy. And then there's this, a snake from its hiss, a serpent, image of the serpent again. Okay, when you click on the next one, it takes you to this, Drakon, probably from an alternate form of Durkomai, which means to look, right? To behold, a fabulous kind of serpent, perhaps as supposed to fascinate dragon. Again, name for Satan. So what was Moses told by this Lord? That anyone who was bitten by the serpent, if they looked upon, if they behold the snake on the pole, they would not die from the bite. So literally, this little g God or Lord is, sorry, my daughter's phone thing is snoring. The little g God is telling people to worship the image of the first beast from the garden. And here it proves it even more. Probably from 3700 through the idea of sharpness of vision. So looking, vision. A snake figuratively as a type of sly, cunning, and artful, malicious person, especially Satan, serpent. And what have we been shown now by the Holy Spirit about our true Father? That he lacks any maliciousness. He's not malicious. He has no darkness whatsoever in him. And then it points out the serpent who deceived Eve was regarded by the Jews as the devil. Okay. How did the serpent deceive Eve in the garden? By the command or the law that this fake God knew she would fail to follow, because he tempted her. And our Father does not tempt. We know that from Jesus.